Today I'm going to show you how to make this Easter sign using Dollar Tree products. I'm going to use this Easter sign, some fern leaves, some white chalk paint, but you can use acrylic, a foam brush, and a printed quote. I'm going to start by turning the sign over. First I'm going to cut off the hanger. And we're going to use the back of the sign and paint it with the chalk paint. I use 2 coats, but depending on how you want it to look, you can just do 1. And then once it's fully covered, we're gonna set it aside and work on the stencil. So this is a trick to use if you don't have a cutting machine like a Cricut or a Silhouette or Brother. You can just print out whatever you want on your sign, and I'm going to show you how we're going to turn it into a stencil. So we're going to flip it over, and on the back we're going to use a pencil and just shade in right over where the words are. And if you're interested in using this same quote, I have a link to my blog in the description below. So now that the egg is dry, we're going to take the fern leaves and just take 2 stems off. And I'm going to arrange them on the egg. So they look like this. And what I'm going to do is just trim off the ends that were attached to the pick, and then just glue them on and curve them to the shape of the egg using hot glue. And now we can bring the stencil in that we already shaded, and we're going to place it on the sign, center it to where you want it. And so what we're going to do is trace right around the edge of each letter on the outside of the letters. Then you want to press down firmly so that you can see the outline once you take the paper off. I don't know if you can see it, but the outline is there. And then you can go back and just fix any places where the pencil didn't fill in or erase anything that you don't want. And so now I'm going to use a Sharpie marker, just a black Sharpie, and trace around the pencil lines, again just to darken it. And you could do this with a pen or just darken it in with the pencil again. So once we're done tracing, there's a couple options. Use paint to go in and fill it in, just using a fine paintbrush. But I'm just going to use the Sharpie marker and fill it in that way. And you just want to be very careful here, because if you get it outside the lines, you're gonna have to go back in with the white chalk paint to fix it. Here it is, after I filled it all in. And then I thought it was a little bit plain with just the leaves, so I decided to add some flowers. And I just glued those on right on top of the leaves. And that's my sign. Hope you enjoyed this.